It's Thursday. We are back on track. It is Boss, and it is the one and only Candy. What's up, Candy?
Thank you for that grand introduction.
Oh yeah.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Okay. Okay. So,
Yeah,
because usually you say you doing great. Is it the loss or is it just
it's
the
the
weather?
it's the Cowboys loss and a little bit of the weather,
Okay. All right. I understand. I understand.
but mostly the loss. But I'll feel better, after we beat the Eagles.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's an up
You
and
know,
down relationship. It's an
right?
up and down relationship. But it's been mostly up, right? We 10-4,
Right.
you know? So at the end of the day, let's get it. Because Boss and Candy talking about the Eagles Part 2, Revenge Game, and we freestyling. We're going to be talking about all the latest gossip, all the latest news. What's going to happen with this Philly game? What's going on with their quarterbacks? We got the answers. Y'all sit back.
What
We're going to be right
is
back. Yeah, y'all sit back. We'll be right back. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh man, let's go, Candy. It's your world and my world. Let's go. What'd you say?
I'm ready.
All right,
Are you
yeah.
ready?
Oh man, born ready. That's what we do.
Oh,
That's what we do.
okay.
Let's go. This easy work for us, man. This ain't even work.
Sure.
This not even work, man. Oh my goodness. Dog. Oh man.
Testing, testing, 2, 2, 3.
Candy, I'm gonna need you to kind of hold it down for me, man. I made a critical mistake.
I'm ready.
All right.
Come on in, guys
Come on.
and gals.
All right.
This is our Zen moment right here.
All right. Welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports and Candy's favorite. So, Candy, I need you, if you don't mind, could you tell everybody, what really disturbed you about the Jags game? Because obviously they heard from me. They haven't heard from you in a while. So just kind of break down what was your feelings in between kind of like the first half and we was winning all the way to kind of the last minute letdown.
All right, according to my notes here, I went from being ecstatic to what the heck happened? What is going on? Honestly, I think I expected too much of this game, but why would I not? Because we were playing. I'm not trying to undermine the Jaguars, but I thought that this was going to be an easier game than it appeared to be in the second half.
Right.
And we just came out with a bunch of mistakes in the second half that cost us the game, basically.
Yeah. What part specifically really kind of started to make you feel like we was getting away? Was it the Kelvin
Are
Joseph?
you
Was it the interception? Like, what part
are you
kind of
trying to make
frustrated you the worst?
okay. I love that. But it was the interceptions. It was the interceptions that was frustrating. Because I'm like, why? I know it's football. I know it happens, but I knew the fallback that was going to come with that. And I knew that Dak's mistakes would take the centerfold of everything else that happened in the game. Never mind any of the penalties. Never mind, our corners getting smoked in the backfield. I knew that Dak would take the blunt of it. The blunt of it, and that's exactly what happened. So I know he didn't have a perfect game, but he didn't have the most terrible game that everybody is saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
So
it wasn't all on him. I think people watched the game and they said, "Why did Dak throw that ball?" Well, that was the play that the coach called, not Dak.
right, yeah.
So I was very disappointed, to say the least.
All right, all right. So I'm about ready now. Thank you for holding it down for me. I just needed to
Of
change some things.
course.
I had the thumbnail off, and all right. So I'm totally ready. We can get into anything that you prepared to talk about.
Okay. Anything?
Anything. Ready.
Troy, let's get into. I'm gonna take it back a little bit. Let's get into the bit of the drama that Troy Aikman tried to stir up with his comments on that press conference.
All right. All
And
right.
I had a little bit of commentary on that,
All right. Let's see.
but I think we almost saw that again after this game.
All right. I know what you're talking about. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So before the
Precisely.
Philly game, let me catch up because Candace, she violent. She's violent. Let me catch everybody up. Before the Philly game last time, when we was talking about the show, she said, "Boss, I got something I want to send you." That was before the last time we played Philly, and I looked at it, and it's a trip. So it just shows you how history is. So Troy Aikman said going into Philly 1, he said, if the Cowboys win Sunday, you start asking the question, do we put Dak back in? Considering what they've been able to do and how they've been able to win games with Cooper Rush. I think that becomes a real question the organization has to answer. So why did you want me to pull that up, Candy? Why?
Because it's still relevant, basically. And Troy Aikman may be commentating this game, and I just want everyone to be prepared that he likes to hate on the Cowboys. As a former Cowboy, he and Tony Romo are like the biggest critics. And I can't say rightfully so. Maybe Troy Aikman has a little bit more credibility, but I just feel like he's just hating. He loves to hate on Dak Prescott. So I don't want you guys to become subject to that on Sunday. Just leave Troy Aikman's comments where they are. Don't jump on that bandwagon and start talking about our quarterback because of this last game that we had.
And see, that's so funny that you brought that up because isn't that crazy that just whenever we played Philly the last time, that it was a major mob of people that really wanted Cooper Rush to start. And it's
Yes,
and
what
that's the
blew my mind.
evidence. That's the evidence. Even Troy
Yes.
Aikman was getting into it. Oh my God. This is see, that's why you
And
right. We
where
gotta
are
go
we
back in
now?
time sometime. You right.
Where are we now? Where
Right.
are we now? Could Cooper Rush truly have gotten us here?
Hey,
Could
man,
Cooper Rush
no.
have that? And no
No.
credit taken away from Cooper Rush because he held the fort down as much as he could. But there's a difference between a player that can play at Dak's level and a player that can just sustain a team. And Cooper Rush can just sustain the Cowboys. But
Right.
he can't take it to the level that Dak has, point blank.
Point blank. It's really honestly
And the numbers
that
don't
simple.
lie. The stats don't lie. You just showed us.
Yeah. See, a lot of people have been talking about Troy Aikman as GM.
I think not.
No. Say, that's a wump wump for your GM, big dog.
I think
Somebody should put that in this
that's
file.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, but that's like having Arnold Schwarzenegger as our
Go.
GM.
Oh.
It's just like a big publicity stunt to me.
Ooh.
You know, he doesn't. I don't think that he would have the players' best interest at heart. So that's a no for me.
Like,
Moving,
wouldn't you put that in this file, Candy? Would you? I would put that in this file. I'd be like,
what?
judgment file.
Yeah.
On the next interview, I would have a
put it
question. I would have a question for you, Mr. Can we do an interview? Can you be Mr. Aikman? Can you be Mr.
in- Yes.
Aikman?
Okay. Let's do a mock interview.
Okay, so thank you for coming in, Troy. I'm glad you're interested in the job for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm the new owner of the Dallas Cowboys.
I mean, I used to play for the Dallas Cowboys, so why wouldn't I
Don't
be
cut me off.
interested?
First of all, don't cut me off, Troy. Okay, so next, excuse me, Troy. No, I'm just
Come
joking,
on.
Troy, I'm just joking. But Troy, I want to get down to it. You know, we need somebody that's decisive on the decision making. And I'm thinking about a time in which you publicly declared that you have been open to the conversation of Cooper Rush being over Dak. And Dak, when he took over, the offense became number one in yards and touchdowns. Could you please explain how
Right.
you and your decisions wouldn't have taken down our organization?
Well, I know this much that Cooper Rush will be starting right now. Dak just isn't my guy. That is what Trey would come and publicly say. That
Right.
is the media mess that we can't afford.
Right.
I just think it's a publicity stunt. No, Troy Aikman, just continue to do what you're doing, but please, we do not want you as the GM.
I'm
No,
so
thank
glad. I'm so glad you brought that up. That's messy, but I love it. I'm cool with mess. Please, do you have any more?
I'm messing with
Do you
that.
have anything else? Because that was a good way to start the show. I'm so happy. Because see,
I mean-
sometimes they need to be reminded. I think you're right.
I think, and that was just a final statement on that.
Okay.
It's the difference between what he said and it actually being facts, and he couldn't back that up. He couldn't in any way compare the two and say that Cooper Rush could do what Dak could not. So moving on from
All right.
him,
Okay.
we have the Eagles coming up for sure, but Jalen Hurts isn't playing. Gardner Minshew is the backup quarterback. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
the backup quarterback, but it's not just any backup quarterback. He plays pretty good at this level of football. He's actually really good and dangerous, and not someone that we can take lightly at all. Coming in as the backup quarterback. Ideally, yes, we would like to go against Jalen Hurts, but we can't just say, oh, he's our backup. He's their backup quarterback. Is going to be, easy. No, it's not. For instance, his stats, week 13, 20 out of 25 passes for 242 yards with an average of 9.7 yards per attempt. And get this, a passer rating of 133.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point.
Not somebody to come out Sunday and say, oh, thank you, Jalen Hurts isn't playing. No, we have to come out and play ball.
Right. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, and I think a lot of people sleeping on that.
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah, that passer rating alone, I don't know if they intend to pass the ball. They'll probably run it to protect him. But before the show, when we were watching film, can you pull that up? The film
Y-
that we were watching before the show, I noticed something
Okay.
um in that.
Give me a
And to
second to
me, it
pull it up.
looked like, okay,
Go ahead. Were you saying something?
sorry, I'm anxious. I'm anxious. Yeah. To me, it looked like a Philly was very balanced per series, right?
Yeah.
And it looked like they were using Minshew for a kind of like quick game.
Yeah.
Just hurry up and getting those passes off, getting those passes off.
Yeah. Yeah, let me pull up the film real quick. Let me just pull up the film.
Okay.
All right, so I got it right here. All right. So I'm going to kind of go through it a little bit. So, just to your point, if I just kind of let it roll, I definitely agree with you. When you see, especially that particular game you was talking about, this game against the Jets, you can kind of see how they was using him. They started it out
Yeah.
obviously, looked like it was a missed handoff, um,
Mm-hmm.
or a misread, some kind of way. Something happened on that play where they was off, but I was seeing the exact same quick game, that you just talked about. Obviously starting it off with a screen to Dallas Goddard, and they're going to do that. They're going to always do that to Dallas Goddard. That's one of the reasons why he has so many yards, is because
Mm-hmm.
in their offense they use him a lot on the screen game. We got us a super chat real quick. Hold on real quick. Let me just pause this. He said, Boss Candy, really thank y'all for y'all's time. Oh man, no problem, big dog. Appreciate the super chat, big homie.
Thank you. We appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah. And then
So I, mhm.
go ahead. You gonna say something?
And I also think that Dallas knows better than anybody not to undermine this sort of play. That's what we did, in my opinion, with Cooper Rush, almost
Right.
to an
I don't
extent
think
when
we
we had Cooper Rush in prison.
I know
Mhm.
you're right. We not sleeping on this dude. We definitely not
Yeah.
sleeping on him. Uh Cause just as I just continue to look at him, and then I'm gonna break down what you noticed is the balance of their drives and the balance on how they're using him. So
Right.
they're gonna use him similar to this game, which was versus starters. Like a lot of people like to bring up the Minshew game that he played Week 18 against Dallas last year, but we got to remember that was
Mhm.
with mostly backups. Minshew with starters
Right.
is he's decent, he's not bad. Like he can get the ball to the weapons, and that's all they're
Exactly.
asking Minshew to do. They not asking him to do a lot. They just asking him to make these type of dump off accurate throws. They want to get it to the hands of their guys. Dallas got it, and now this year they have AJ Brown, which is an upgrade to what he had last year. And if he had a passing rating of 133 last year in this particular game and completed a high percentage of his throws, he should do better now.
Precisely.
So,
Precisely.
yeah, go ahead.
I'm just thinking of all the dangers that can happen with that. But I know last time when we played them, they kept attacking that outside corner. But that's when we get into the injury report. So I'll wait on that. I know we need to take some calls. So while we look at this, if you want to open up the phone lines,
Yeah, let me show this touchdown, and then we'll open up the phone lines. And
yeah,
see,
run that back.
to this point on his drive, they run a play action. He stepped to the side and make a great accurate throw downfield to Dallas Goddard. He dangerous. He dangerous. So yeah, let's take a call. I'm cool with that. Okay, give me a
I just
second. Let
got
me
you.
open up the phone. Alright. Y'all give me 1 second to show the phone line. Here it is. We got the phones open. So y'all can call on in, man. We got the phone lines open. Um, and y'all know if y'all don't call in, we go just, continue. Um, but yeah, I definitely agree with what you were saying. Um,
Mhm.
and what I do sometimes, as we waiting on the call, what I do sometimes,
Mhm.
Candy, is to a good way to observe balance. I want to show everybody something. Give me 1 second. I want to show everybody something real quick. I'm waiting on the phones. If y'all don't call, we go just keep going. All right, but check this out. So when you watching film, sometimes what you can do if you can search by name, but a good way to kind of observe, even from a glimpse, a series and its balance in a series, do a search for pass, and then just from a glimpse you can scroll, and you'll be able to get a chance to see the balance of a series. So Minshew,
Right.
it starts here, and you can see that Philly, this whole drive all the way to their touchdown was pass run, pass run, pass run, pass run. So what does that mean? That was a 50% ratio run to pass. So that
Yeah.
mean they aim to be balanced. So just giving y'all a little tip as y'all watching that. Well, nobody called in, so we can keep moving. I keep the phone line
Yeah.
up, so if y'all calling, we'll answer. But we can move on, Candy, because nobody called in yet.
Okay. And lastly, on that, I think you're spot on with showing us that because that's what happened. Remember that first half last game when we played them? They kind of had a rhythm going. They were
Yep.
playing a fast paced game and we couldn't keep up. The second half, we wanted to come out and play when it was too late. But moving on, we always get into our matchups. I
Yep.
think this is your favorite part, low key.
I
Is this
love
your favorite
matchups.
part?
Yeah, I love
Is this your
matchups.
favorite
Yeah, because to me, matchups the most important thing. It to me, it's one of the most important predictors of the game.
You're right. It is, and when I'm watching the games, I
Hmm.
really kind of hear us on here, and it almost like a cheat sheet when I'm watching the game. Like, okay, this is how this matchup is supposed to go or is going to go. We talked about this,
Right.
okay? And it's like kind of a written statement or dialogue in the back of my head as the game is playing. But our first matchup is quarterbacks. I love to start with the quarterbacks. Minshew versus Dak. What are your thoughts?
Um, Minshew versus Dak. It depends on, in my opinion, which Minshew shows up. If the Minshew
Hmm,
from the Jets game show up, then that matchup is equalized. It's not a big divide because both of those games, well, Dak is a
hmm,
better quarterback. He is a better
okay.
quarterback. But if he
Okay.
match, if Gardner plays where he manages the game and safe with the football, and they're gonna do that, and he just basically is a basic game manager, that could be a neutralizing force to our advantage. Because the advantage is us on quarterback. Quarterback
Hmm.
skills, you got to go with Dak. But it's how much can Gardner close that gap? That would be my question. So to me, on
Okay.
that matchup, it depends on what quality or level is Gardner going to show up. Because Dak shows up in division games. So I ain't worried about him.
Mhm. I'd agree with you on that. I'm going to say that Dak is going to show up and at a higher level, so I don't think Gardner is going to be able to close that gap.
Mm,
If we had Jalen Hurts in the game, then I think that would be a bit more of a conversation and a bit more of a challenge there and a comparison, to be honest. But Gardner is not on Dak's level to me. No, you didn't say he was, but I look forward to seeing Jalen versus Dak over Gardner. But this is what we have for Sunday.
yeah. Real quick, I want to answer this question. He said, Boss Cowboy, a little off the subject, but if you heard anything about Sam Williams, yeah, he was in a car accident, and in that car accident,
Mm,
uh, with that car accident, it looked like they just went to the hospital for precautionary reasons. It don't sound like it's too serious, just to be honest with you.
yeah.
So, it's something obviously that's gonna get your attention, but it's nothing that I'm worried about. To be honest, I think he okay because it would have been a lot
Yeah.
more news if it wasn't. Because
Hmm.
you can keep stuff in the building, but once it's out the building, it's likely go get out. So nothing came out.
Right.
So I feel good about it, bro. I think he go play well.
Yeah. I think so too. Going into our next matchup, AJ Brown versus Diggs. This is a dangerous one.
Yeah, um, it is. Why you think it's dangerous?
AJ Brown is a threat.
Yeah, he is.
I know he didn't completely tear us up last game, but he literally gave us a run for our money. And I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
They've been
Say it,
receivers
Cletus.
have been taking our lunch in the backfield. Joseph has been
Ooh.
getting smoked back there. You know, my boy Brown is getting smoked back there. And
Bruh.
Trevon Diggs,
God
you
damn.
know, Trevon Diggs does a good job, but he's like our fly swatter. He can catch it. He can catch it if he. I'm trying to verb this correctly, but he's like our fly swatter. He tries to catch it and grab it, but if not, then it's not a good look back there. Trevon Diggs, he tries, but if they get to that other side, hopefully Trevon Diggs will be on him. That's what I'm trying to say. Hopefully Trevon Diggs will be on him, but if he goes to that other side, it's bad news.
It's star test. It's a star test.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of our first major well, actually not. He's performed great on stars this year. His record
Mm-hmm.
against Chase was amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the Bengals. What he did on Jefferson was just sick, you know.
Yeah.
But see, AJ Brown a different type. He like a Dez type. See, them types, they open.
Grab it and go.
Yeah, is they open when they covered. That's a different type,
Yeah.
you know.
Like
So
they're gonna go up and get it. I guess that's what I was getting at with the whole
right,
fly swat conversation. Like
right.
if Diggs is there, he's gonna try to get it, but it hasn't been guaranteed. Which again, yes, it's football. Nothing is 100% guaranteed. But going up against AJ Brown, if he doesn't get it, then it's a gamble, a big gamble that AJ Brown's gonna grab that ball and go into the end zone.
He could because he plays like a small forward. You know,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
I used to go against a receiver that was a big body receiver. His name was Iglesias. He was slow
Mhm.
as a turtle. I'm talking about he easily only ran a
Watching
4.9. He easily only ran a 4.9.
it.
And he was
That's
the
slow.
hardest cover. I ran a 4.4. And I'm talking about, but he was big. He was 6'4". I'm 5'11". You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he big, right? And I'm talking
Mhm.
about I would be in his hip and I couldn't stop him. I couldn't. He would box me out and he could jump, you know? And that's all he would
Yeah.
do. I'm talking about, I would be so close. It was like I was in bed with the man. And I couldn't stop him. So I
See,
want to
that's what
see.
I'm looking for.
I want to see how he covers him. I want to see if he can play big. That's go. This
But
is.
you know what?
Go ahead. Uh huh.
I'm gonna trust that Diggs has been watching film, and Diggs has been pretty good about
Yeah.
covering those big
The
time wide
stars.
receivers. So I'm gonna trust that he's been
Yeah.
watching film and he's made some adjustments, and he's going to go up and get the ball like on me.
Yeah. I want to see this test. I'm excited over this test. What other matchups you got?
Darius Slay versus Lamb. Go ahead, take it first.
Hmm.
Don't even.
Shit. Whoa.
You can puff, you can puff. Uh-huh.
Whoa. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Listen, I'm gonna be very objective. This is a great test for the Dallas Cowboys for these last two matchups you brought up,
Mm-hmm.
because this is the thing as I'm thinking about it. So AJ Brown obviously is in his second contract, so he earned it. Slade also earned a second contract before. I think this is his third. Okay. So this is my thing. Diggs is in year 3. Lamb is in year 3. Diggs is the next superstar corner. Lamb is the rising superstar 88. This is their first major test.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be so interesting because if Lamb
Get it
cooks
out.
Slay,
Pick a side.
I'm trying to get it out. I'm trying. I'm still
Pick a
thinking.
side. Pick a
I'm
side.
thinking,
Don't
damn it.
sugarcoat it. Pick
I'm
a side.
thinking. I'm
No.
thinking. I'm
You
thinking.
know what? You can't think on this. Pick a side.
Slay.
Wow. I have
Yeah.
to go.
I'm just
I
keeping it
have to
real.
go.
Slay, man. Was Slay
That's
cold?
fine. That's fine.
Slay.
Guys, remember that.
Listen.
I don't care.
Listen. Slay
care.
gave Amari Cooper hell.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. I don't know if
Those are
Ty
two
is gonna be
separate
active.
entities.
He wants to be. And then
Huh.
JL said, "This is a good comment right here. This is a good comment. I want to take this comment real quick. But go ahead. I can tell you want to take shots at me. Go for it.
I'm not taking shots. You taking shots at CD.
Yeah, he got to show me. He the young grasshopper. That's what it is. He the young grasshopper. This dude is proven.
I'm glad he brought this up. We didn't get to our injury report yet. We're so excited about these matchups.
All right, let's go. We'll go to injury report.
No, we're gonna finish this one first.
All right, let's go.
No?
Hey, you running the show. You let me know.
I am going to take.
It seemed like you ready to drink some Kool-Aid on CD Lamb.
I'm gonna take Sedarian Lamb.
God damn. Is that fandom or objective?
It's fandom. It might be famblium. It's 88ism. Whatever you want to call it, I'm going with Lamb.
So you feel like...
And here is why. And I'm going to go with him if we get the ball to him this game. How I think that we should. I think if we want CD to step up as wide receiver number 1, I already think he's wide receiver number 1. But if you want to show the people, if you want him to be your true wide receiver number 1, stop playing around with the ball and stop throwing it to everyone but him, especially when he's wide open on the field. Give him the chance to make those wide receiver 1 plays. Give him the chance to make those top plays and stop tossing the ball around like he's not right there. Now, yes, I know sometimes they have him double covered, triple teamed, but in those instances when he's not, stop looking away from him. Get him the ball. But I think in this game, if that happens, it's CD Lamb. He's been stepping up. I don't care what you say. I don't care what anybody else says.
He's been stepping up. He's been playing big boy ball. He looking like Oklahoma CD Lamb. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the toe tapping touches.
Yeah. He balling.
Catches.
He was 7 for 7 versus the Jags.
The one-handed catches. I mean, come on. He's
CD Lamb.
Low catches, high catches, sideways catches. I think that he's there. They just have to give him. They have to expose his full talent.
So let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm gonna say this. I want to get your thoughts on this. I put it like this: if CD Lamb balls out against Slay, it should be unanimous, no complaints on CD Lamb for the rest of the year. Just real talk. Slay is that good. He is that good. And I hate Philly. I would want to play. I would want to play like they play because they never give us credit when we have great players. They never give us credit. I want to play the game like they play the game, you know. But if I'm being objective, when I looked at how he played versus Jefferson, and I know Jefferson is a killer.
Yeah.
Jefferson is a dog. And I look at how Slay played on Amari. Ooh. And he has a true corner mentality. He has I know corners, man. And this dude, He is the prototypical perfect corner, except I still say Diggs is better because Diggs got better ball skills. So anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts on them two.
All right. Well, stay on that side on Sunday.
I don't know. I mean, I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong. I want to be
And
wrong.
everybody else, after this, I don't want anybody saying, oh, CD. No, y'all stay on that side, please.
No, I mean,
Moving.
I'd be happy to be wrong. I come on and I say, hey,
No,
I
I'm going to call
bet
you
on
out on it
Slay.
before that.
I just say I bet on Slay, and I was
I'm
wrong.
not undermining. I'm not undermining
And
Slay. I
and
know
that
that
would
if
be
he comes
great
in,
though. That'd be like I would have no fear in the playoffs with CD Lamb. If he ball out on Slay, I would have no fear. I would be like, bro, I ain't worried about
if we
CD
give
Lamb in
him
big
the
moments.
opportunity to, if we
Yeah,
give him the opportunity to, like, the whole Noah Brown film that we were watching earlier that you showed me.
yeah, yeah.
We're getting the ball to Noah Brown when it should be going to CD Lamb.
Whenever you got
Oh, hold on. Oops, I went to it too fast. Yeah, go ahead though.
No, that's right.
Oh, you wanted me to play it? Okay, I'll play it. Yeah, y'all listen up. Y'all listen up. I'll play the whole thing because this is real.
whenever you got disorder, dysfunction. We can't have our stars putting up role player numbers like 31 yards rushing, one catch for 21 yards, 69 passer rating, and then have our role players putting up numbers like Schultz and Wilson. That's a disorder. Trying to make our role player stars, our stars role player, that's a disorder, and the team dysfunction, and our ass is home.
And this is what Candy is talking about. She's basically saying they need to target CD Lamb in the big moments. That's why she kept saying, are they go do it? Are they, like he could be going against Slay, but if it's in the key moments where they still go at him in the key moments, and this is also what the playmaker was talking about.
When I looked at what we
It's
did, I thought we offensively tried to feature some guys that we went away from our playmakers. And that's not what you should do. That's why I'm questioning some of the things that transpired. I do know this.
We see both these teams here at the Super Bowl. It's so easy for them to feed the ball to Cooper Kupp,
Right.
Odell.
That's the saddest drop right there. That's so sad that
Yeah.
Dak threw that perfectly on a 4th and 10. He clearly could have got both toes down, and he dropped the ball.
right.
On 4th and 10 to win the game. Do you know how good Dak would be looking right now for making that throw if he would have made that catch? Do you know how bad of a moment was messed up because Kellen Moore decided to scheme to his 3rd or 4th receiver versus his star?
And that almost makes me, what is going on right there? Like, what's the thought process, or what's the problem? Because there has to be something. You're not just doing that to play out these options to see what's going to happen. You don't do that in a game. You do that at practice. So it makes me wonder what's going on behind the scenes right there. Is there something going?
I could tell you because Kellen Moore said it in his press conference. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he said, that the offense was designed to feature Noah in that moment.
So
And it's
that tells me, uh-huh. I
which is
take that as I'm just gonna try stuff. I'm trying all these different plays and trick plays, and I'm just gonna see what's worked. I don't care. I don't think he cares about. I don't think, thinking about our plays. I don't think Kellen Moore is a fan of top players or star players,
Ooh.
because if we look at how he plays Tony Pollard and Zeke. Tony Pollard is almost getting the ball more than Zeke, and he's been stretching the ball between the two. Now you have this problem with our wide receivers with CD and Noah Brown. Everybody wants CD to be our wide receiver number one, but then Kellen Moore is splitting the time between the two. Is that some indication of what happened with Amari Cooper? Does he not like that star role on the team, and he just splits the time between the players and the plays between the players just because he can?
I'm not gonna get started on that. I would take over the whole show. We might as well go back to matchups. God dog it, because don't
Are
ask
we
me
gonna
nothing
go?
like that. Cause trust me,
I know how you feel about it. Have a zen moment. Have a zen moment. All right,
I
let's back
can
up to
say
the
this.
injury report.
Can I say this shortly though? I'm not gonna
Go
take up
ahead.
all day. It is. That's why I don't like Kellen, because that's why I call him a Trojan horse. Because to me, he's doing the bidding of front office. See, front office, they want to try to devalue players, and a
So they
lot.
don't have to pay.
And the playmaker talked about that. He talked about that they try to beat these teams with systems, so they don't have to pay players. So I know people want to call me a YouTube conspiracy theorist. Well, don't listen to me. Listen to an NFL analyst. Don't listen to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the NFL analyst is saying this is a virus that's also going around the league where they're trying to devalue stars by trying to put it on role players. And Kellen Moore, even in this press conference, didn't apologize. He was like, our offense called for him to get the ball. He should have just said, our offense called for him to get the ball, damn it.
And that's a divisive statement.
Right. Because everybody like, why did you go to your stars? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not sincere. It's not genuine. It's very divisive. This is what happened, and this is why. And I don't care what y'all think about it. And that's dangerous. I hope that gets fixed, but that's dangerous going into the playoffs because it's like you're experimenting.
You said it's like you're experimenting?
Yeah.
We got us a super chat. That's exactly how I said, Candy. He's experimenting. This is, let's see if we can win these games with role players versus stars. And that's why Common Sense Lab said disorder Kellen, dysfunction Cowboys. Oh my God, this boy with these boy got the best hashtags in the world, bro. But yeah.
With the capitalization.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway.
All right, this matchup. What's your thoughts on Lane Johnson versus Parsons?
Okay. With the Lane Johnson.
No holds.
So with the Lane Johnson versus Parsons, the last matchup, Lane Johnson showed his veteranism again. See, and that's why I'm seeing the pattern with Philly. Philly got their stars are veterans. Our stars are young. You feel me on that? Like, it's the same pattern. Lane is a star, but he's a vet. Slay is a star, but he is a seasoned vet. AJ Brown at this point is a seasoned vet versus Diggs is a rising star. The quarterback right now is different. Dak is the vet, and Gardner is the up and coming quarterback. So we got the advantage at quarterback, but so far as you calling out these matchups.
Anyway, moving on to.
Oh well, hey, wait. I had some good news though. I did have some good news. Good news. That obviously because of Van Der Esch injury, the reports are that Michael Parsons go play a lot of linebacker, which I like. That helps to answer your question with Lane, and to me that opens it up. Huh?
I said, and why would that help us, boss?
Because Micah is an upgrade to LVE.
Thank you. I just wanted to hear you say it.
He is. And the fact that we have amazing depth, I mean,
Yeah.
amazing depth, so it's going to be 3-on-1. So hopefully we can wear down their great right tackle because the dude is amazing. Like Lane Johnson,
Yeah.
he cold, bro. I gotta give him the horn.
Well,
He cold. Lane is cold. But it's gonna be
hopefully,
we gonna try to wear him down. We gonna be sending bullets at him. We gonna be sending
hopefully.
all kind of different styles of pass
Yeah.
rush. We
There
gonna
we
be
go.
sending the animals at this dude. You know,
Yeah.
and I like that it's gonna allow Micah to move around as well.
Yeah.
Because why put Micah in a place to where he could even be potentially neutralized?
Mm-hmm. Because
So
they love to hold.
yeah, and yeah. So so on that matchup, I don't see the matchup on Lane versus Micah. I see the matchup of Lane versus Dante, Sam, and Tank. That's what I see. That's what I think will happen.
Ooh, that's a good matchup.
Yeah. And
All right.
even if they
Hassan.
lose that matchup, Micah go win the inside matchup. He go win that. So
Yeah.
I think we got and I just think we gonna be in a much better position pass rush wise with
Mm-hmm.
Micah playing linebacker. That's my honest to God opinion.
If they don't hold,
They go hold, you know.
it
Oh,
just it
they go
gets like the
hold.
worst hold. But anyway. Anyway. Hassan Reddick versus finally Tyron Smith.
Oh, now this one is backwards in my opinion. I want to get your thoughts on
Mm-hmm.
this. So on all the other matchups, the key matchups to this game, right? This is fun. I'm liking this one, boy, because these are really stars versus stars. I'm liking this game today. This is cool. So, okay.
Our studded lineup.
So with
That's what we
Hassan,
should call this.
yeah, this is
Okay, sorry.
cool. I'm gonna see the game a lot clearer because we doing this. All right. So Hassan versus T Smith. This time it
Mm-hmm.
flipped. This time it flipped. It's our long term killer, veteran, destroyer, guy that can just been dominating left tackle forever. The dude who been top three tackle since he was born. You know what I'm saying? The dude that's a murderer. And he already had a great game versus the Jags.
We sure do.
And Hassan Reddick is balling. Like, it's no doubt that he is in his bag. But say, big dog, um, Tyron Smith been dealing with bars like you since he was born, homie.
Hello. So in other words, you're saying that this matchup doesn't pose as
Ye-
big of a problem
nah.
as the other.
I see
Okay.
Hassan can get him, though. Now, Hassan might get him a couple of times because, Hassan he's up and coming and T. Smith is aging. But I still like the matchup. It won't get out
Yeah,
of hand. I'll put it like that. I don't see it
that's
getting
a
out of hand.
big guy. That's a big guy.
Yeah, yeah. So that's my opinion on that particular matchup.
I'm gonna agree with you on that one. I'm not gonna fuss. I'm not gonna fight, and I'm excited to see him back out there. Like you said, he did really well last game, and when he's healthy, he's hell on the field. So
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to this matchup.
yeah. That's the matchup that
And I
I'm
think
looking forward
that
to too.
I think that almost, I know he's injury prone, but the fact that he keeps coming back and the Cowboys wait for him to come back speaks so much to the player that he is. Like, no, we want him. We don't care. We want him. So I'm happy he's back.
And one more thing to add to what you just said, if you don't
Hmm.
mind, um, I
Go ahead.
think
This is
we
our
all
show.
need to be all the way honest. I think we need to thank Tyler Smith. Because I think
Yeah.
one of the main reasons why T. Smith came back so ready is because he was
Hmm.
watching Tyler Smith play that left tackle from the
Yeah.
sideline, and he know his time is coming, and it's like if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out giving it all I got. Cause you see those famous arm sleeves he got on right
Yeah.
there. They say for the first time when he came back from this hamstring injury, they say them things
Mm-hmm.
didn't fit his arms because he got that much more muscle coming back.
What?
Them things didn't even fit, and that's because this young bull, that young bull, is just motivated the hell out of T. Smith. You
Yeah.
know, it's just beautiful competition by Mike McCarthy. Excellent job by Joe Philbin. They just did a
Mm-hmm.
great job of fostering competition, in my opinion. What's your thoughts on that?
I think that is right. We've talked about healthy competition within the team before, like with, you know,
I know Zeke and
gosh,
Pollard is one.
Zeke and Pollard,
Yeah,
healthy
that's healthy.
competition with the team. So I think that this is kind of the same thing. I think Tyron Smith, like you said, was watching and he wasn't done. He's not done with the Cowboys yet. I appreciate you, Tyler Smith, for coming in, but I'm going to come back in and finish it off for my guys. And Tyler Smith has a lot of time, to step up and fill those shoes of Tyron Smith. But I'm definitely looking forward to see Tyron Smith back in those big plays he's going to make for the Cowboys.
Yeah. Yeah, so now I feel good about that matchup. Very good.
Yeah.
We so
All right.
fortunate. How you lose T. Smith and your backup is, still, and your backup is a Hall of Famer? Ooh, I'm so sorry. I just get excited. Ooh, we got
I
us a
know. I
super
was
chat.
nervous about losing Terrence Steele at first.
Yeah,
We're
but
good.
then when I
But
saw
again, this year, I feel like it's finally the year where we're okay with the pieces moving. If someone is injured or out, we have been okay. When Zeke was out for
we was
2
okay.
games,
Yep, we was
we
fine.
were okay.
Yep.
When Dak was out, our quarterback, we were okay. So I have a lot of faith in our team this year because we have been okay in situations that would end other teams' seasons.
Do you remember how we felt, or how most of the fans felt after game one?
Oh yeah,
The
I
ticket
remember
prices fell 70%. That means everybody gave up.
I should have brought my tickets then.
I know. Ticket prices fell 70%.
Really?
Yes.
Let me tell you, that hurt so bad. I cried a little bit.
You did?
A little bit. I think my dad cried a little bit too. I hate when dad gets hurt because I feel like he's such a good leader. I hate it. Like that whole ankle thing that happened,
Yeah,
that was just devastating. And then at the beginning of the season, I'm like, no.
You
he's been
cried.
through a lot.
You cried.
A little bit. Definitely.
Bruh.
Definitely devastating. I'm so devastated. All right, y'all. Give me
It
the
was that
series.
bad. It was bad on you, huh? You was like, the season over.
Let me tell you, this is how bad it was. I couldn't really go to sleep. And then I went to sleep. I'm serious. I went to sleep. Last thing, don't wait.
Hold on,
Listen.
hold on, Candace. You gotta read this comment. My boy H-Town Cowboy say the light skins stick together. They feel each other pain.
Excuse me. No colorism. H-Town, wait a minute. Let me say, H-Town, why are you on here? Oh, because you don't have
Hold on, the
to cheer.
OC. We finna get the OC up in here.
Wait, you don't have a team to cheer for, do you? Mr.
No, he
H-Town
cheer for
Cowboy?
us.
I know, because his name
He
is
talking about the
H-Town.
light
That's
skins stick together.
He said, but H-Town is for Houston.
Yeah, but he an H-Town Cowboy fan.
I know, but I'm saying.
Y'all give me a
Houston,
second. I'm finna add the OC. Y'all give me a second. Candy, you cool? You good on your time? We good?
Yeah, I have about 15, 20.
Okay, I got you. Okay,
But I know y'all will keep it going.
okay. I just wanted to be courteous.
That's so sweet of you. After you
Yeah,
just laughed at me crying over that.
that is kind of funny.
I didn't even get to finish the gist of it. No, stop the sound effects. I'm trying to finish my story.
Okay, finish this story. I want
So
to
I
hear
was laying
this.
down, really trying to sleep, and I fell asleep finally. And I woke up and I thought it was a dream. I know people say that just because, but I literally was like, okay, wait. And I'm like, I woke up realizing that it was real and it happened. I was devastated.
What?
Anyway, Devontae versus Smith.
Okay, hold on. Oh, Devontae Smith. Give me a second to pull him up. Man, I'm trying to pull up
No,
the OC.
Devontae
You,
versus
you
Smith.
working me too hard. Hold on real quick. But hold on real quick. The lights, y'all killing me on this light skin stuff, bro. This is so funny.
You
This
will
light
not be
skin.
colored.
But they killing
Okay.
you light skins. You light skinners.
Well, wait a minute.
You light
Guys,
skins.
hold on, boss watch this. Guys, y'all are really hurting my feelings in the comments.
Oh. Everybody stop. Her feelings is hurt.
Y'all are really hurting my feelings, and it's almost Christmas time. And last time, the people were sending me money for Reese's, and y'all haven't done anything but talked about us. I'm so hurt. Which one of my favorite people on here are gonna send me Reese's for Christmas?
Yeah. She did ask for the Reese's on Christmas and y'all did not come through. Shame on all of you.
Mr. Sugar Daddy One Williams.
Yeah, she talking to you, Sugar. Hold on real quick. Okay.
Boss, I hope they all come through and make you jealous again. You remember that when you were really jealous?
Yeah, I do
You were
remember
like,
that.
hey, what about me?
Yeah, I was extremely jealous. I'm like, how y'all gonna let her come in here and just be like,
All right,
sending
if you're
gifts and
enjoying
stuff like
tonight's
that?
show, drop candy in the chat or the little candy emoji.
Somebody
just flood it
say
with
that boy H Town crazy. He said sour candy, but nobody can out. I'll be sure that.
That just makes you think he's handsome.
I'm ready for the next matchup. I'm ready now.
All right, Devontae Smith.
Okay. Devontae Smith. All right, let me pull him up.
No.
Let me pull him up real quick. All right, so Devontae Smith. Let me see. So, yeah. All right, Devontae Smith.
Mm-hmm.
So with Devontae Smith, his matchup is kind of different because his matchup is gonna be bland, or likely they gonna be trying to feature him versus Nashawn Wright and Kelvin Joseph.
Get somebody else to do it. Bland, please.
Wait, hold on. Because see, Kelvin Joseph locked him down when he was in college.
That's awesome. How long ago was college for Kelvin Joseph?
That was only 2 years ago.
Okay, well, it's 2 years too late.
Why you scared? Why you scared of Kelvin?
What
Like
I,
what Kelvin
what I
do?
saw last game, nothing against Kelvin Joseph, but we can't have what we had last game from Kelvin Joseph in this Eagles game. But what we can have is what we have from Bland, and lots of it. Bland did a heck of a job. That was like my top player in that last game. I'd prefer to see a matchup between Smith and Bland, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. So you rather see Bland now? Bland not gonna follow D. Smith around. I doubt that's
I was
gonna
gonna say, I
happen.
know you're gonna fight me on it.
No, I ain't. No. No. I actually agree with you. If I had to choose, I would rather see Bland. Man, I
Yeah,
don't
because
know. No, matter of
what
fact, I
I did
don't agree with you actually. Actually, I
right
don't.
because
Actually,
okay,
when I
go
think
ahead.
about it, no, I don't.
Who would you prefer to see there?
Kelvin.
I disagree heavily because I wouldn't. Let me tell you why. When we played softball, if our coach dare saw us giving up on a play, we'd be benched the rest of the game and probably the next game too, and we would be running laps at practice. He got smoked on the field last game, and he questionably just gave up on one of those plays. He like let the guy run in, and I'm like, did you just give up? Like, you don't give up. You at least run after the player like you're trying your hardest. He gave up on one of those plays, and I didn't like to see that.
Um, I just feel like D. Smith is such an athlete that you need another athlete to counter him. And I'm just not sure
But
at this stage that Bland is athletic enough for D. Smith. I'm
I
certain
hear
Kelvin
that.
Joseph is. I'm certain.
But at
And
what point?
Kelvin Joseph did it before. So
Okay,
in
you're
my
looking at
mind,
him.
like he
Gonna
like,
do
man,
it.
I locked you up before, so he should be coming into this game with confidence, in my opinion.
Okay.
And one
I
asked, how
mean,
did Nashawn play? Nashawn played good last game. I did a film session on it yesterday. Go check out that film session. I did a film session where I broke down all four players. All four players. But yeah, that's just me. I could be wrong on that, but that's
I
just
mean,
my gut feeling, especially because I saw him win against D. Smith before. You know?
okay. With you saying that, I can understand that point of view. But if he comes playing anywhere like he did last game, I'd pull him from the game for the rest of the game.
I wouldn't fault you
Because
on
you
that.
don't give up in a game like that. You don't just give up on a play like that. That's disrespectful to your teammates.
I didn't see that play when we
I
finished.
did.
Show me the play, and then I'll go look at it because when I was doing my breakdown, I saw bad
You didn't
eyes.
see
I
it.
didn't see quit. I saw bad discipline in his eyes. That's
Okay.
what I
So
saw.
maybe I misread it. Maybe I misread it, but it looked like he just gave up. Like, all right,
Yeah, I felt like
you
his
got it.
eyes got bad, and he saw him
And
throw it.
you
He
know
saw him
what? A
catch it.
lot of times
Hmm.
I'm looking at it from the outside, not on the field, and they're the actual players. So it definitely could be something different than what I am seeing as a viewer, as a
And film
spectator.
is
You actually,
funny.
so
Film is real funny. Film
mhm.
film is funny. Like one of
Yeah.
the players I was
Mhm.
breaking down yesterday. Hold on real quick. And I'm being honest because let me look at my notes. Let me just look at my notes. Okay. Yeah. So one of the players I was looking at yesterday, Sheffield, right? Now when I
Mhm.
was watching them on the field, I didn't see game speed. But then when I researched him, he ran a 4.3. Then I watched him again and I could see the speed. You know what I'm saying? Like watching film
Right.
is funny. Like, and then I start seeing like, and then I start thinking to myself, like, true story. I said you probably saw him as slow because the player that I broke down before him was slow.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Probably.
saying? So my
Yeah.
eyes was tricking me a little bit. You know what I mean? So then I had to keep
I have
watching
to go
film.
back and watch.
I'm thinking you
I'm
might
going
have
back
to go
and
back
watch.
and watch that. Just keep
I'm
it
not
real.
looking at it. I'm not gonna, and I usually don't heavily judge the players because I'm not a player. This is something that they do as a living and they work hard. But I
And
just looked at them. I'm like, I'm like, I looked at it and said, we would be out of the game. If this was softball, I was a softball player and I did that, we would get pulled from the game. So I need to reevaluate that. And I'll come back next time with my final decision.
it's one thing that's true from what I saw yesterday when I was breaking down these guys' film. I agree with Steve Jones. He said keep Joseph in press coverage against Smith, and Smith would be a non-factor.
Okay.
I actually
So
agree with that. I agree. Because that's how
deciding
he
which
played him at Kentucky, and he locked him down. Locked. He got 2 interceptions on him. Yeah. Say, man,
okay.
somebody Um, um, somebody get rid of Hugh Hefner. We got somebody that's trolling some parody account. We ain't got time for that, bro. We here for football, bro. We not here for playing. So yes,
Okay.
moderators, please kick him out. Please, thank you.
Please and thank you. All right, our last matchup: Sanders versus our LBs.
Ooh, Sanders versus our LBs.
Yes, Cox, Anthony Barr, Clark, and Parsons.
Ooh, wee. Okay, I feel better because of Micah. I feel
Yeah.
better. I feel way better because of Micah playing linebacker. Uh, I do notice a pattern. Just keeping it real. Micah usually take one game to warm up at linebacker. His first games when he playing linebacker is usually womp womp. Let me hit that button again.
Yeah.
So he been playing that edge rush so much he might diagnose a little bit slow. That's the only
Mhm.
downside.
Okay.
But if he's already starting to get into his year two, year three instincts at linebacker, we gonna win. Now, who I'm afraid about is obviously Anthony Barr because
Yeah.
it just looked like he ain't got it no more. He just looked like he drifted off into where you're just not the player you used to be. And I'm not just
I
it,
mean,
it just what maybe he
it's
just
what he
become
did.
great all of a sudden, but he just looked a little bit too late on plays. So when you talking about
Yeah.
Sanders versus Barr, I will go with Sanders. If you're talking about Sanders versus LVE, not LVE, Michael Parsons, I'm going with Michael Parsons if he diagnosing right. Now, if we talking Sanders
Yeah.
versus Clark, Sanders,
Mm,
because he also to me is sometimes a step behind. He's super fast, but he a rookie. You know,
like a developmental player.
yeah, and see that's the pattern that I'm seeing as we really breaking down these matchups. Right, the
Right.
common thing that I see with all of our matchups, or most of our matchups, are we are a young, talented team, and we going against veterans. That's what's happening. So to beat these
Right.
guys, even with Minshew, it's gonna say a lot about us. Cause it's gonna say we not only are we good, it's gonna also say,
Right.
Candid, that we have a hella fight future.
Hmm.
Just to win this game, it's gonna make that type of statement. What's your thoughts?
I agree. I think that, like you're saying, this is a test for our younger guys versus a lot of these vets. But it's a matchup that everybody's looking forward to. Everybody's been looking forward to these matchups since we played the first Eagles game this season. It is going to be a test. It's the ultimate test, really. Look at the Eagles and what they have done this season. I'm excited. I think
Yeah,
that we're going to win. I hope so, but I'm also looking for a lot of our players in these matchups to really step up and produce this game and kind of shut everybody up and show them what the Cowboys can produce. I want everybody to play at full capacity and just nail the Eagles.
yeah, yeah.
Especially Micah Parsons. I mean, anytime you bring Micah Parsons into the equation, it's almost an automatic. Like, okay, like I don't have to worry about that portion. Micah Parsons has that covered. He's like a for sure player to me in any position. But mhm,
And I'm glad you brought up Micah. I'm glad you brought up Micah as the key piece because Micah been missing lately, right? I think he been, especially with him not practicing, they've been calling it an illness. I think he got something
mhm,
going on, maybe with his groin or something. I don't think he running
right,
the same. Something ain't quite right. But see, this is the
mhm,
thing. I think because he from that area, I think he go crazy. It's something about playing in front of your people, man. When you play, the team. See, his people grew up Cowboy fans, and but they was in enemy territory. That makes you hate Philly.
Yeah.
Like Michael Parson got a penalty last game against Dallas Goddard because he was too animated. He go turn up. I'm glad you brought him up. That's a very good thing that you brought up about him.
I
Yeah.
love to see it.
Yeah.
I think this is truly going to be the game of all games this season, aside from the Super Bowl, yes. But I think the Cowboys players know that they have to produce, and they kind of have to shut a lot of naysayers up. And I think they're looking forward to doing that.
Yeah. I see the same thing happening. Y'all already know when you dealing with me, y'all already know, man, I'm gonna give out a little bit of nuggets on Kellen Moore. I'ma always do it. I do it every week. I do it every week. I don't apologize for it. But what I've done the last couple of weeks is because, some people, they view this as negative, and they just kind of lose heart. Hold on real quick. I got a super chat from the homie landlord. He said, "What's happening, Boss Candy? Did you hear Kellen interview? He sounds like a man with a privilege to me. He do not care." We talked about that, landlord. We talked about that. We talked about, and we gonna talk about it right now. We talked about that in his interview, how he basically was saying that it was part of the offense design to go at Noah. Like, and that's what Candace said. That's basically saying, screw y'all. I'm doing what I want to do. Yeah.
It literally has no logic behind it,
None.
at least not to us, but he's doing it because he can.
Yeah.
Now, first,
and I think he entitled to.
Yeah, and at first I was crediting Kellen Moore, because I'm like, oh, he's coming up with all of these creative plays. He's getting the ball to this person and that person. But now it's seeming more of like he's all over the place. He just does what he wants to do and not what's going to actually benefit the team or what the best option is in the game.
Nah. So y'all check this out. See, because sometimes I know Boss and Candy, they're just some YouTubers. They don't know what they talking about. So just listen to a GM and a Super Bowl winner.
The offense right now and the way you see Kellen Moore, because they're scoring points, but then they can't close out a game, and so it feels like there's times where Kellen Moore, you're like, wow, you're impressed, and then there's other times where it's like, are you helping out your players? Are you helping out your quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's been probably the biggest disappointment of the National Football League this year is how teams, don't figure out that the clock is their opponent as opposed to the opponent. I mean, when you throw them 3rd and 10, a deep ball down the field, and you give them an extra timeout, you're really doing them a favor, and so you've got to be able to run the right plays at the right time, anticipate what they're going to be in, and the players have to execute. I mean, look, the mark of a great team is they close game out. When the other team knows you're going to run the ball and you can run it, you're a great team. When the other team knows you have to throw it and you can throw it, you're a great team. And the same thing on defense. So until you get to that point, it's really challenging. And I think that, the Green Bay game and this last week, kind of there were moments where the Cowboys didn't do those things.
Yep. He talked about the Green Bay game and last week, and the main thing he was talking about was closing out the game and managing games. And it's basic game management. So
Chase.
So this is the thing. Let me keep playing this real quick for a couple of reasons. Listen.
We see both these teams here at the Super Bowl. It's so easy for them to feed the ball to Cooper Kupp,
Right.
Odell, even Chase.
See, notice she talking about the Super Bowl, and she was talking about that you see teams feeding their stars. So her question was, even then, why is it so hard for y'all to feed y'all stars? The teams that's in this Super Bowl, is what she was saying, feed their stars.
Right.
So why are you not feeding your stars? Listen to Emmett answer.
Why is it so hard for Dallas to be able to feed the ball to CD and Amari?
Creativity, or the lack thereof creativity.
And see, what's crazy is he was talking about this during the Super Bowl, and you see Kellen Moore doing the same thing now. So did he learn?
And they need to get their act together in terms of calling consistent plays that are giving our guys and doing the things that you talked about, creating ways for these guys to get the ball in their hands instead of the standard way of doing it. The creativity that I would expect from Kellen Moore needs to continue to evolve.
CD Lamb just wasn't utilized enough. Like in
This is after we lost to San Fran.
last game that they lost, he was only targeted a couple of times. You got one of the more exciting receivers in the entire league, and you don't target it. You throw to a tight end that's going to give you 10 yards. So there were some issues, especially there, in that last ball game.
Yeah.
Everybody sees it.
Yeah. And been seeing it. God damn.
It's obviously not, hey, we don't see it. We don't think that we're doing anything wrong. You know it. If all of these outside sources are seeing and honing in on the fact that, what are you doing? Then you're doing it because you want to and not to benefit the team.
Yep. And it also says to me that this is coming from the top. That's why Jerry and them don't say nothing. It's no way Aikman can say what the playmaker is saying, what Emmett is saying, what Kurt Warner is saying, what Romo is saying, what Dez is saying, what Amari said. All of your ex-players, great ex-players, most of them Hall of Famers. You don't hear that? Their voices haven't gotten your building? The same people who won your championships, Jerry, you don't hear them? You hear them. You just want to do it your way. You want your boy. You want the next Jason Garrett. That's what you want.
You think I don't think that's Jerry Jones' choice. You think so?
I think it's Steven, to be more specific. I think Jerry goes along with it because he don't want to go against his son. So I don't think he vetoes Steven anymore. So from that standpoint, it's Jerry, because Jerry has the power and the ultimate power to shut it down. But it's run like a family business, so he doesn't, in my opinion.
That would make more sense as to why Mike McCarthy kind of has those slip ups in his press conferences. Those, we should do this, or these suggestions in press conferences. He kind of wants to cover his, I think we should do this. I think that this should happen, but I'm calling the shots, but not so much.
On that note, we should conclude the show. No, facts. Everything you said, facts. Everything you said, straight facts. We are in a situation to where our head coach is only subject to the power to try to influence Kellen. He don't directly have power over Kellen. He can only at best influence Kellen. And so Kelly can stand up, after obviously targeting Noah Brown to me, which is, and this is not saying Noah Brown is bad. What I'm saying is Noah Brown shouldn't have been the guy yet in that moment. If you go choose him for that moment, you have to, in my opinion, build his confidence. You have to, give him, he got to have a lot of wins before you say, okay, while the game is on the line, we're going at you. Well, what did you do to build his confidence to make him know that he's the man for that moment? The man that y'all been building up all this time was 88. That's the guy y'all been building up. And when the moment comes, you don't call his name? You put 88 and all that? You did all of that, and when the time come, you don't even give him a call and say what's up? And then this is the thing. Do you remember the Minnesota game when he made that same catch on the sideline, Candy? That same one that Noah dropped, he made the catch. Like, y'all remember the Minnesota game? Yeah.
Yes.
In the Minnesota game.
Very vividly.
Yeah, it was dope. CeeDee Lamb made this exact same body control catch, caught it, got 2 toes down. That's the difference.
Simple mechanics.
Yeah.
But it's a skill to have or not have.
It's a skill. Ooh, say that again, Candace. Say that one more time.
It's simple mechanics. It's a skill to have or not have.
Yeah.
That's when that off-season training really pays off.
Yeah. And Kellen,
I used to see one player. I mean, they have all kind of stuff that they do: gymnastics, yoga, all kind of things.
Hot yoga. Yeah, they do all that stuff.
Pays off during the season. It makes the players more limber, and it makes them be able to make those plays that CeeDee Lamb was playing.
Yeah. And then this is the sad part. And I know exactly what Antoine talking about before we get out of here. He said Cooper 2.0. I get exactly what he's saying. Yep. He's saying how they did Cooper is how they getting ready to do CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, no.
I know you don't want to hear it, but get ready for it. Get ready for it. Well, I know you don't want to hear it. But
I mean,
let me just give you all the facts on the Candy before we get out of here.
I know the facts. I know the
no,
facts.
You don't.
But
well, let me tell the people too. Let me tell the people since you don't want to hear it. Let me tell the people. Remember, Amari Cooper said
I'm not listening to this.
Amari Cooper said that they don't run plays in the games that they did not first run in practice. So all those targets that we saw to Noah Brown over CeeDee Lamb was by design.
Drops mic.
It was by design. And then when and the crazy thing, in the key moments, their idea was, let's not go to CeeDee. Let's go to Noah Brown. So, it's the reality, man. It's the reality. So, and listen, y'all, the only thing we can do is keep the pressure up. So, Candy, let everybody know where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Candy's Locker Room, and my YouTube, of course, Candy's Locker Room, CANDYS Locker Room. Like, share, subscribe, and thank you guys for tuning in. I look forward to talking to y'all next week on Here with Boss after the Cowboys win and CeeDee wins that matchup against Darius Slay. And I look forward to telling Boss that, hey, you were wrong. Boss,
oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you just want to be so right on that. I hope I'm wrong. Y'all don't beat me up for being objective, man. Please don't beat me up for that. But you could also follow us on Boss Cowboy Sports as well. Yes. You know, where your voice matter, man. I appreciate all of y'all obviously always giving us an opportunity. We also appreciate those of you who decide to donate and y'all give to Boss Cowboy Sports. The donations have greatly increased. We greatly appreciate that. And we don't even flash this a lot. We flash this on occasion, and y'all guys still and girls still get around to it. I really appreciate that. But it is very important that, because some people don't know this, that you should, on both of our channels, subscribe, but also hit that like button, you know what I'm saying, and that bell notification, because the OC dropped 2 videos today. He have about 4 videos that's dropping tomorrow. He going crazy. I don't know what's wrong with the OC. I think he snowed in, man. He just doing videos. He do, but them videos fire. Woo! I don't watch the cuss of them videos about 10 times. I'm like, boy, this OC is cooking. You hear me? So, but the only way you go get those videos, the only way you go get those if you hit that bell notification, man. But y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff coming. Between Boss Candy and the OC, but this is where your voice matter, and we gonna continue to tell you what you want to hear and know what you need to hear. Stay up. Peace.
Bye.
All right, Candy. Make sure you make your Delta meeting.
That was before this. Thank you.
Boss Cowboy Sports.
Yeah,
Where your voice
Let's go get this dub,
matters.
Though. I think we good luck, Candy, because you know every time we do shows, we win. You notice that?
I know.
We good luck to the team. Every time we do shows, we win. That's a fact. Yes. Yes. And when we don't do shows, we lose.
Looking forward to this win.
So we got to do shows all the way to the Super Bowl.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Boss Cowboy Sports.
Because then we gotta ensure that I know most of our guys got into the Pro Bowl, but they probably won't be able to make it because we'll be at the Super Bowl. Hello.
We still live.
Hi guys.
It's not turning off.
Don't forget, Boss Cowboy Sports, Candy's Locker Room. Like, share, and subscribe.
How
Comment
you
below.
gonna do this,
Tell us
man?
your
How you gonna not turn off? You weird system.
Tell us your thoughts on the show.
Oh my God.
Just cut it. Just cut it off.
I can't.
I'll talk to you next time.
Okay, let me see if it's still on. God dog. I think it still is. Y'all let me know if it's still on. I think it's off.
We're here today. I'll sing to
Is it?
you.
Hold on, man. This thing is still
I'm singing
on.
to the people.
1, 2.
No, it's not.
Man, this stuff is still
yes,
on. I swear to God, I hate this.
Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is our after show.
This what we gonna do. This what we gonna do, man. We finna turn these cameras all the way on. We finna figure this out. Y'all come back. God dog. Somebody said unplug it, bro. Listen, we tried everything over here. Listen, I tried to hit that stop the stream. It said locked.
It's the code. It's the code.
It said locked. This the first time this ever happened. You talking about building a plane while it's in the air. This is worse. This is worse. This is like the plane is crashing.
It's the Arctic Freeze. We'll play it on the Arctic Freeze.
This is crazy. Listen, I'm trying to stop the stream. It said locked. I've never seen this. What is this? Oh, okay, hold on real quick. I've tried everything to get up out of here. I don't know. Nothing is working.
How about if I shut my computer down and you shut your computer down?
I don't even want to shut down the computer. This is weird.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to continue the show. Shoot. But I'll holler at you later. I'm going to continue the show. That's what I'm going to do. So, but man, I'll holler at you. Yeah, listen, I got to figure out how to get out of here. In the meantime, I'm going to still talk to y'all. So I'm going to turn on the phones and everything. But I'll
Y'all
holler at you, Candy.
stay tuned. Keep talking to Boss.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
be sure to bring me up often so he gets a little bit jealous.
This
We
is
like
crazy.
that energy.
Yeah.
And don't forget, CD Lamb over there. Yes, I'm out.
All right. She want to be right so bad. It's all good. Get out. Bye.
All right. Bye.
All right. So y'all just hang with your boy Boss as I try to figure out what's going on, man. Listen, it's just how it is sometimes. I can't believe it's doing this. It's saying locked. All right. So listen, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open up the phone lines real quick. Y'all come in and y'all can talk to me, and we'll just figure this out. This is truly this is worse than flying a plane while it's in the air. This is like the plane crashed. Hold on real quick. All right, so we got the phone lines open. One of y'all call in and y'all talk about these Cowboys real quick and buy me some time. I really need one of y'all to call in. I'm dead serious too. I need y'all to really do me a favor, call in so that I can try to figure this out. And y'all talking at the same time. This is truly live improvisation. Yeah, so if not, you say Eagles fan talking a blowout. Yeah, they doing too much. Yeah, if they talking blowout, and my boy Philadelphia said he'll call in. Yeah, go ahead and call in, bro. Yep, that's it. Appreciate it, Montana. Appreciate it. Teamwork. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all call in. All right, Boss Cowboy Sports, man. Help your boy stall real quick. Who is this?
Hey man, it's DP Jackson. Man, you actually call.
Yeah, man. So how you doing, bro? How you doing today, bro? Talk to me about them Cowboys.
Man, I'm doing real good, man. Hey, the Cowboys, I think everybody needs to step back for a minute, take a deep breath, man. Season is long, and we just now starting to get to the last quarter of the season now, man, and everybody got bumps and bruises and everything, and some things, and settle in on us. But guess what? It happens to every team in the league every year. The folks need to just step back and breathe for a second, number one. I know a lot of folks is in a panic about the CB2 position. I'm pretty confident that Bland is going to end up knocking that down, solidifying it. I'm more worried about the nickel when we do need to go into that. At the same time, I'm a little conflicted though, boss, because I'm tired of seeing this in nickel. I know that three safety thing has been real prevalent for us, and we got three safeties that are dynamic. But we also have the entire league trying to run down our throat. So I think we do need to get the linebackers out there more.
Yeah. See, the thing is about linebacker is this is the first time that, in my opinion, that we starting to see what we've been asking for. We've been asking for people to come in here and compete against LVE, but these linebackers was not going to develop as long as he was taking all the reps. So this could be a situation where sometimes these linebackers might need a couple of games to get into their groove, where they could be just as good or better by the time we get in the playoffs. At least that's what we're hoping right now.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
Really any position.
Say that again.
That's really any position. It's not anybody coming and hold in at a high level. You know what I mean?
It is.
You know, they take reps. You guys got to be able to see it and feel it at game speed. So quite honestly, I do think it's been a mistake that we haven't gotten deeper into our linebacker rotation throughout the season. That being said, one thing that has been touched on a lot this week that I didn't want to voice my opinion on, I'm so tired of folks trying to debate my quarterback. I need Cowboys Nation to really embrace the young man. Dak Prescott is if y'all not seeing a top 5 quarterback when y'all watch the man play, then I don't know what to say to you at this point. The numbers say he's top 5. The tape say he's top 5. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Nah. That part is actually crazy. And see, it be killing me when people say Dak is top 10. No, Dak is like you say, he top 5.
Top 5.
He top 5. Like it's if you want to be very technical, you can say 5 through 7. But Dak
Like,
for the last 2 years, yeah.
I don't think people realize that even when he was on his rookie contract, and people was debating on how much the Cowboys should they pay, the only quarterback that they could create a good argument and narrative by comparing him to are the ones that they all call GOATs. The man was a 4th-round afterthought. He was the 3rd quarterback we talked about drafting during the draft.
Right.
He was supposed to be 4th string. He beat one guy straight out, and then the other 2 got hurt. And the boy turned around, got Rookie of the Year, and has been on a historic pace in terms of his completion percentage and his quarterback range his entire career. And y'all had the nerve to call yourself things and let people talk about it like he ain't who he is.
Man, I'm finally glad we got somebody out here angry. Man, I've been waiting on this type of conversation.
I mean, my feelings about this one, but I'm going to be honest with you. I've been a best fan since he was in college.
Yeah.
I picked him when he was in college. And you know what? It's something, it's a conversation I usually only have with my brother.
Mm-hmm.
But I told my brother I had the same feeling about him as that other dude that folks been trying to compare him to his whole career, even though they play styles different, and that's Tom Brady. Because in college, they both were stuck in the same position. They had the chair reps when the dude was kept blowing the games they had already won.
Right.
You know what I mean? That boy's a winner. He put afterthought team in the SEC, the #1 in the nation. Only quarterback to ever do it at that school.
Yep.
A lot of people need to understand too. Dak is always that man. He's not had the easy path a lot of these quarterbacks have. He wouldn't have been there for us if he didn't get in trouble right before the draft. So we all need to really thank our lucky stars that he got the bump in his road that he got to mold him into the young man that he is.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing how so many people just have no understanding about this. You know, it really, you know, the scary thing that it shows me how powerful propaganda is. That's what it shows me. Is that if enough people saying it loud enough, it don't even have to be true. It can be an outright lie. And people still go repeat it because they hearing it said over and over. You know, it show you the power of propaganda. You know, it's scary. It's literally scary. Where, like, I could show people that Hurts passing numbers at best is go equal Dak as a rookie, and they'll still say you're crazy. Hurts is having a way better year.
I saw that post and I laughed so hard as soon as I seen it. I laughed so hard as soon as I seen it because my brother, the brother that I was talking to you about, he's the Eagles fan.
Oh, they hot.
That rookie year, he was sitting there telling me, "Oh, he ain't all that. Oh, we got win." I told him, I said, "Bro, you might think you got the better quarterback, but I promise you, by the end of that rookie deal, you gonna understand that I got the better quarterback."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Guess what? It only took till year 3. He said, "You know what, bro? Y'all won that one."
oh, wow. He said it by year 3?
He said it on year 3. He said, y'all got that one, bro. He said, Dak don't got the strongest arm, and he runs around, but he's not the fastest, and he get the ball to him, but it's not always in the right spot. But he get it to him, and he said, "Bro, you can pick his hard at him, bro, but he get it done." And that's all he's been, and all he ever is. That's all you ever need.
Right. Nah, man.
You know, y'all wanna be mad, and y'all listen to people talk about your quarterback. You know, oh, Patrick Mahomes. It out and he threw the touchdown pass downfield to Tyreek Hill. Man, Dak was doing that on his rookie contract to Boom.
Right. Right.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. You know,
Ooh.
Of all the things going on in Cowboys Nation, for that to be the biggest debate still is crazy to me.
Yeah. It's and that's what's amazing, because I was debating them Philly guys, and we was talking about Dak's rookie year, and of course they was saying that it was perfect, and I was like, bro, he was throwing it to an older Dez with no offseason. He was throwing it to an old man Witten with no offseason. He was throwing out there from being a fourth string quarterback, so he had no timing with those guys. And yet his numbers is still right now better than Hurts. And Hurts had a full offseason with A.J. Brown, a full offseason with D. Smith. He have a full running back committed, the best offensive line, the true best offensive line in the league. He probably got the best receiving duo in the league.
Yeah.
Top three. I wouldn't say number one.
It's a boy at my job that's a Philly fan, and he was I was talking to him a couple weeks ago, and he said to me, man, but you know, he said he had somebody that was hurt and didn't get to play it on, and I looked at that man, and I said, well, you realize that missed 5 games, right? And he said, yeah, but you know, I said, okay, how about this one? I said, we haven't had our left tackle all season. We haven't played one tackle. He looked at me and said, huh? I said, our left tackle has not played all season. He got hurt practice before the last preseason game. That man said, never mind, I can't talk to you about injury.
Then he got it. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, but you know, it sounds like sometimes, man, it's a fight between people who know football and people who don't. Honest to God, truth. And sometimes what I'm starting to realize is once I start seeing the conversation go in a certain direction, I'm not going to even waste one more second. Because this person, they might be sincere, but they just don't know enough football to go back and forth with, you know.
Yeah. And then you also got to look at the fact that, you know, football knowledge, a lot of times it is based on their background.
Right.
You know, a lot of us who did play will have more of an ability to talk thematic, and when we're talking to each other, we can get through it a lot faster than when we're talking to somebody who doesn't. And so I think a lot of times people, because they're not understanding the nuances of what you're saying, they kind of take it as, oh, this guy don't know what he's talking about. He's like, no, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Right. Check this out. Somebody said, and it's not enough talk about this, but he said, I hate Jerry for choosing Gallup over Amari.
Say that again?
Somebody just left a comment. He said, I hate Jerry for choosing Gallup over Amari. You know, man, I agree with that.
I still get in my feelings just hearing that man's name, though. That's it, man.
Yeah.
And I just put this out there. We got our front office dropped the ball on that one. That boy put it out there in the Dallas local media that he was willing to renegotiate and step back to the table.
Yeah. He did.
And here it is in the season, and we still chopping to a wide receiver 3.
Bro.
Make that make sense.
Man, we look so crazy. I said that the other day. I said, do you know how crazy we look? that we let Amari go, and late in December we picking up T.Y. Hilton and still talking about open for Odell Beckham after he admitted he wouldn't be back for 5 weeks. Man, we look crazy. That it's just the whole look is crazy, and it's
Law Nation did a video earlier I seen, and he was talking about, if you're going to replace something, you should replace it with something of equal value or greater value. Otherwise, you're hurting yourself.
right.
When he's talking about us letting go of both Amari and Sid and trying to replace him with Noah Brown in a third-round rookie in the 6-year football.
Yeah.
We look crazy on that.
We look crazy. We look real life, like we look cool. Yeah, Mel, Candy is gone. Yeah, she gone.
And I'll be honest with you, bro. Every time I look, I think about our wide receiver core, and I think about where they are right now physically and where they are at their best. I know Mike McCarthy has to be. He's probably going home and drinking a whole bottle every night. Like, boy, if I could just get these West Coast offenses with these
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Mike McCarthy, he in a real ugly situation. But man, I'm finna have to just restart this computer, man. I just give up. I'm just have to. I appreciate you holding it down for me. You really did buy me some time, bro. I'm gonna just have to do it the old-fashioned way and hit that button and just hopefully it just stop the stream. But man, stay up, bro, and appreciate you calling in, helping me out, man. That was a good Cowboys discussion as I was trying to figure out how to close the stream out because it's locked. Oh, hold on. I think I figured it out. No, I figured it out. Hold on.
I want to just give you a quick shout out to you. Once again, happy belated birthday. Your birthday is the day right after mine. All y'all that don't understand it, we Valentine's baby, so we passionate. Don't get it confused. We're not trying to be mean. We just can't help it. Our heart pumps strong. That's it.
That's right. That's right, man. I appreciate the call, bro, man. We the oops babies.
Yoga fire.
All right, bro.
All right, big dog. All right, man. And I think I figured out how to do it, man. So he really did. I figured it out right now, man. So I'm gonna be able to close out the stream. I appreciate all 71 of y'all too that stayed on too. Y'all real lawyers. I appreciate that. Y'all hung out. Y'all really did. Y'all hung out with your boy. But this time, man, I'm really out. It's gonna work this time. Y'all stay up. It's Boss Cowboys Sports where your voice matter. Man, that's dope.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Boss Cowboy Sports.